Pineapple head, pineapple head, pineapple head, pineapple head. I see I got the pineapple head going on with the braids. Oh man, such a good day, such a blessed day today. But yeah, I wanted to touch on some things having to do with making money online. Talk about some of my past experiences. For those of you who don't know me, my name is John Belcher. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel whenever you want to get some wisdom, some information about making money online, entrepreneurship, or just life in general as well, right? I'm talking to those of you out there who may have lost hope. You know, maybe you have lost hope in life, and you know that there's something out there for you. You know that there's greatness within you. And the reason why I focus on people like you is because I remember where I was years ago. You know, I was that kid at the security guard, as a security guard, working at different nursing homes, getting paid a low amount every hour at a job I didn't really feel fulfilled at, but, you know, just living paycheck to paycheck, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're doing something you love, if you're doing something you enjoy, I respect that. You know, just because you're working a job doesn't mean you're not doing something in line with your purpose. It doesn't mean that. You could be doing a job that's in line with your purpose, which is cool. That will, maybe it's a stepping stone for you to step into a new dimension or a new category in life, or new level in life. But for me, I can remember I was a security guard and I didn't feel fulfilled. You know, I didn't know what I was there for, really. I needed a deeper type of satisfaction than just making money. And I know for most people just want to go to a job and they're just there to get paid. There's no other, they're not being fed spiritually. They're not being challenged in no type of way. They're not really growing as a person. But the entrepreneurship route that I took, for me at least, it grew me. It's challenging me every single day. It's still challenging me, regardless of money I've made, regardless of success I've had. It's there to challenge me. And some people think that just because they got started on their purposeful journey, that it's supposed to be a bed of roses or it's supposed to be a walk in a park. That's not necessarily true, right? A lot of times when you get started in your purpose and you start really doing good in your purpose, that's really when you're gonna face the opposition, because there's always going to be people out there who just doesn't like what you do, right? They may be jealous. They may be upset that it's you doing it. They may love what you do, but may be upset that it's you doing it. So you got to really stay away from those negative people and negative vibes. You got to really, sometimes you got to eject yourself from the world to really get to know yourself and know your purpose and what you're here to do. So although I'm talking about make money online, I also want to touch on email processing system as well, because that's the opportunity that I'm growing my primary team with, and I'm actually providing the bonus training on my team with that, as well as the email processing system training that they have as well. But I do give my bonus training, which is worth over $1,000 for just my bonus training, right? Where I teach you how to market, as well as how to close sales, how to get prospects hitting you up on a daily basis, how to generate traffic, how to convert those leads, how to get, how to build a brand, things of this nature that will really help you, not only in business if you get in business with me, but things that you can use and strategies and teachings that you can use to apply to any business. Because I do believe in having multiple streams of income, but I also believe in having focus, right? Having focus. So I don't want to go off on a tangent. Before I go into that, I want to continue talking about, when you're walking in line with a purpose and you want to do something different that may not be what the herd is doing, you're going to face some type of opposition, right? There's going to be some people out there that may not like it. And the reason why I do a lot of the things that I do on purpose is because I want you to know that you can win too. I want you to know that it's possible for you to succeed too, no matter what walk of life you came from, no matter what you've experienced, no matter what you're going through now, no matter if you have a college degree, if you don't have a college degree, no matter if you have a criminal record, you don't have a criminal record. I want you to know it's possible for you to win. It's possible for you to win, and you always got to believe that no matter what's really going on in your life. And it's so important because people will do things and say things that try to disempower you. And sometimes when you choose to walk in line with your purpose, you may have old friends who may criticize you. You may have old people who may, may not like that. They may be upset that you're taking on the new path, right? They may be upset that you're making new decisions because they want you, and their idea of you is They want you to fit into a certain mold that they have an idea of you. But you have your own calling and your own vision and your own purpose. And it's okay that you may not fit into their mold. It's okay that you may not be doing what they want you to do, because at the end of the day, we all get different messages, right? We all have different visions, and we all have different desires, and we all have different knacks and things that we like to do, things that we love to do, and that's okay. We can all get along with that understanding. We can all coexist as long as we respect each other's boundaries and we respect what each other's doing, and we do away with the criticism and the judgment, right? Because criticism and judgment, I'm gonna tell you right now, in business, it doesn't really get you anywhere. Criticism and judgment does not get you anywhere, really. It doesn't, right? Because if I'm criticizing somebody who's somewhere where I used to be, then it says a lot about me, because now I'm really basing everything off of my ego, and I'm not trying to understand from that person's perspective. Maybe that person is not meant to do what I do. Maybe that person is not meant to do what I thought they should do, right? I don't know. Maybe it's not meant. So you don't know what the course of anybody's life is going to be like, what the course of your life is going to be like. This year can be the year that completely changes for you. Everything in your life can totally change for you this year. You could look at last year and then look at the end of this year and be like, wow, like how did I go from that to this, right? But I want you to know, I want you to be open to receive that. If it's there for you, be open to receive it. Don't fight it. Don't fight against, sometimes we fight against the current in life, and we fight against what the purpose is telling us, what our heart is telling us. You don't got to fight against it. Just go with it, right? Go with the energy. Don't fight against the energy. Go with the energy and see what happens, because you don't know how it's going to lead to something else. And sometimes the first calling you get is not the ultimate calling for you. Sometimes the first calling you get is not the ultimate calling for you, right? And that's in anything in life. Sometimes the first calling you get can be a stepping stone to get to the next level you're trying to get to. And then the next level could be a new stepping stone to get to the next level you're trying to get to, right? That's why we have this term called graduation, right? We start off in elementary school, and then we graduate and we go to middle school. And then we graduate from there. Those are just stepping stones. From the middle school, we go to high school. And then we continue from high school, we graduate to college. You know what I'm saying? And then we may graduate into our profession or our career. That's a form of progression and graduation. It doesn't mean you have to go through only formal schooling, but I'm just trying to give you an example of how things in life serve as stepping stones. So don't always be afraid. Don't always be panicky when things change in your life, because a lot of times we're trying to fight the change. We're trying to fight it. We're trying to fight it because we're so used to, oh, it's supposed to be this way. Oh, it needs to be this way. Who says? Why does it need to be that way? Why is it supposed to be that way? To who? Even the way I feel how things should be is not how things necessarily should be. It probably should be that way for me, but it doesn't necessarily mean it should be that way for everybody else. Now, sure, I do have a vision where I believe that, the vision of making money on the go, having financial freedom, being able to make money how you want to make money on your own terms. Of course, to me, I feel like that's important to me. And if you feel like that's important to you and that's something you want to learn, you can be a part of my team and be a part of my movement as well, because it's more than just about making money. It's also about empowering. It's also about encouraging. It's also about inspiring, motivating, giving you the information, the tools, the education, but most importantly, giving you the belief in yourself. That's the most important thing. So for me, it's like, it's more than just make money. It's always been about that, right? Because honestly, there's been plenty of times, especially in earlier days, there's been plenty of times I ain't make no money. And I kept going, and I kept going, and I kept going, and I kept going. The average person probably looked at me in those situations, they probably be like, yo, he's crazy. How you keep going and you didn't make no money, bro? But why is that? Why is that? Because there's a bigger vision at play. There's a bigger purpose at play. There's a method to the madness. You know what I'm saying? And the object of life is not to force people to be a part of your method of madness, right? The object of life is to get them to see why your method of the madness makes sense, right? Hopefully they can see the future and see the vision of freedom. Hopefully they can see the vision of being free from societal bondage and being free from the paycheck bondage where you get your check and you're like, hold on, why am I only worth this? Why am I getting this? I did all that work last week, but I'm only worth this. I'm still getting the same pay. Maybe you don't like that anymore. Maybe you want to break out of that bondage. Maybe you want to, supersede and break out of the limitations. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll tell you a secret. A lot of times people try to talk you out of things because they think something may be best for you or something may be great for you. And it's not always true, right? Because they're basing things off of their perception and off of their personal experiences. But everybody knows, everybody got a different experience. Everybody got different feelings. And everybody got a different purpose and a different calling, right? And sometimes that calling could be so spiritual to the point where you can't explain it to the next person. You can't tell the next person why you're doing what you're doing exactly, but you know in your heart why you're doing it, why you're making a new decision, why you're making a decision to start a new business, why you're making a new decision to get business education, why you're making a new decision to invest in yourself. You only going to know those reasons, so you can't always expect for other people to be in agreement with you. And I think one of the biggest problems with society is we're so afraid of criticism. We're so afraid of not being approved by others. We're so afraid of not getting the head nod from somebody else that we hold ourselves back. We limit ourselves. We don't reach our full potential and our full great destiny. But when you look at a tree, look at nature, right? You look at the branches of a tree. The branches of a tree just keep stretching out, keep stretching out, keep stretching out. The roots keep stretching out, keep stretching out. It don't care what's in the way. It doesn't care what's in the way. It's breaking up concrete, right? It's hitting other trees, right? The tree is nature. It's like, I gotta grow. I gotta grow. I don't care what's around me. I don't care what's trying to stop me. Oh, you put concrete there? All right, I'm gonna bust up this concrete. So when you look at nature and you look at how nature is not being limited, you gotta understand that you're a human being. How can you go about life limiting yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not cool. You're a human being. You have a mind, you have a consciousness, you have an imagination, you have a vision, you have goals, you have objectives, you have things you want to accomplish, people you want to help, people you want to put in certain positions, people you want to invest in. You have all of these things to do. You can't limit yourself. You don't got time to limit yourself. The most you could do is get as much knowledge as possible, get as much education as possible to make you better, to make you stronger, to make you wiser, to make you more intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So this is bigger. This vision is big. This vision is so big. It's out there. It's in the galaxies. It's in the cosmos. You know what I'm saying? And if you're like that and you're ready for a new path and you're ready to reach higher and you're ready to make more money and not just make more money, but feel fulfilled, because the business I'm in, it's a people business. You have to build people up if you want to become more successful. That's the business I'm in, and I love that. I appreciate that calling, whatever it is, the purpose of it. I accepted it with open arms. I didn't fight it, and it's not that it was always easy, because at first you don't always understand what's going on. You don't understand the game, so you got to watch the game. Oh, see who's the players in the game. Oh, how are they doing it? Okay, I'm learning from this person. I'm learning from that person. I came in the game a student in the game. I didn't just come in the game just thinking I was an expert, because I think that's the problem with most people is they think, oh, when I get started in this, I'm supposed to be an expert right away. This is not a 9-to-5 job. The purpose of a 9-to-5 job is, they're going to tell you what you're going to get paid every single week right out the gate. And you feel comfortable with that. And you're like, I'm going to do this because I know I'm going to get paid on Friday. It's a totally different story when you talk about business, You talk about business, it's a totally different story. You got to be for real, you know what I mean? You got to be serious about this. But the thing about me is, and my team is, we're going to provide the training. We're going to provide the guidance. We're going to provide the strategies. We're going to provide the tools. We're going to provide the motivation. We're going to provide the truth to you that's going to set you free. So it's really up to you. It's up to you and how you choose to go about it. If you choose to take advantage, hey, sky's the limit. If you choose to slack, I don't know. If you choose not to take action, I don't know. If you choose to lay back and just be lazy, I don't know. This is not the game for those type of people. This is the type of game for people with a big vision. And there's different types of games with big visions in it. It's not just this one. There's other games where people got big visions. But, I'm going to tell you a way to make a lot of money online. And one way you got to make a lot of money online, you're going to be able to make a lot of money online is by establishing real estate online. Yes, there is such thing as a real estate online. What I mean, houses? No. I'm talking about establishing real estate where the traffic keeps coming in. Right? Because the main thing you should really focus on when you're new in business is, of course, I always say your mindset, number one. Because if you ain't thinking right, then the business ain't going to be right. Because if you're the one running the business, a business can only be as successful as the CEO is thinking, or he needs somebody to run the business for him, whatever the case may be. But get your mind right. And then after that is the most important thing really is traffic, understanding traffic generation, right? How to get traffic, how to get viewers seeing what you do, seeing your service or your product. That's how you're going to make a lot of money online. And once you understand traffic, you start to realize the importance of establishing real estate online. What are some things that will help you to establish real estate online? One thing, YouTube videos. You're watching a YouTube video of me right now, right? So establishing some type of real estate online, because these YouTube videos, they get up there, they're documented, and they're there, right? And people could keep seeing these videos over and over and over and over and over again. Likewise, blogging. A blog is a form of real estate. Some people think blogging is dead. It's not. It's not the truth, right? But blogging is a form of real estate, because once you establish your blog over some years, and you've been blogging, and you've been writing articles, and you've been educating in your articles, giving value in your articles, sharing good information in your articles, you're developing an audience. You're developing an audience of readers, right? You're developing an audience of people who are in tune with what you got to share. And that in turn makes you a lot of money, right? So real estate, and a lot of times, development of real estate, the reason why I like creating real estate online is because it's much cheaper than just coming into the game doing paid advertisement. If you come into the game just doing paid advertisement because you see other people who are big dogs in the game doing paid advertisement, you think, oh, that's the way to make a lot of money. Yeah, it's the way to make a lot of money if you understand sales conversions already. If you don't understand sales and conversions already, before doing PPC, you're going to blow your money. Before doing Facebook ads, you're going to blow your money. If you don't understand conversions, if you don't understand how to manage your money right, you're going to blow your money. You're going to miss out on a lot of money. You're going to say, oh, this business doesn't work. When reality is, it's just that you skipped a couple steps. You came into the world, right? And you just started running. Hold on, wait. You gotta crawl first. You gotta fail first. You gotta, then you gotta walk. Then you gotta run. You can't just say, I'm coming out my mama's womb, and now I'm running. You know what I mean? Because it's just not the development. It's not how it goes. And a lot of people think that because they say, oh, you may have a lot of money. You may be somebody watching this video right now with a lot of money. You may be like, oh, I'm gonna put a lot of money into paid ads. Oh, wait. Have you done paid ads before? Have you done conversions before? Have you done lead generation? Have you generated traffic before? Have you understood the process of getting a cold lead and turning it to a hot lead that's now ready to buy right now? And by now, you've realized that it's time to make a decision. You've realized that it's time to make a decision because you want the education. You want the business opportunity. You want something where you can boss up, make money on your own terms, and not have a boss tell you what you're worth or have a job tell you what you're worth. You feel you're worth more. And I understand, because that was me. That was me years ago. But don't think, you got to walk. You got to crawl before you walk. You got to run. You got to walk before you run, right? You got to run before you fly. You got to run before you fly. And that's really my message today, is just, traffic. Understand traffic and make money online. If you want to make money online, you have to understand traffic, because that's where the money's going to come from. If you're not generating any traffic, then money is hard to make money online. People got to see what you do. They got to understand what you do. They got to get educated on what you do. And you'll come around. You'll start making more sales as long as you stay consistent, as long as you stick to the game plan. I know for my team, we're the 300 to Freedom movement, right? And we follow 9 core commitments. These 9 core commitments keep us on track every single day. We know exactly what to do to make sales. We know exactly what to do to make those commissions start rolling in. We know exactly what to do because we're following a blueprint. And a lot of people expect success in life in general, and they don't want to follow no blueprint. They just want to be all over the place. And I understand it, because there was a lot of things in the beginning of my business where I wasn't following all the rules. I was following some rules. I always had the mindset, though. I always had the mindset. I will say that I always was ambitious. I always wanted something different. I just always felt that from young. I would look at the world and say, why does it have to be this way? Why are most people not fulfilled? Why are some people out there making a lot of money and they're still not fulfilled? I don't want that to be me. So I've always had that mindset. So I will say you do have an advantage when you have that mindset naturally. But I'm here to help you build that mindset and build that leadership within you so that you can start to accumulate that, right? And start to build on that mindset where you become a leader. You know what I'm saying? You may be a follower right now, and you got to follow at first. But I'm saying leadership and mindset, right? I'm not just talking about leadership in finances or leadership like that. I'm talking about leadership and just having a mindset where it's like, yo, I want more for me. I want something different. I want to go harder. I want better. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just life. That's what this is about. It's just life. So make sure to subscribe to my channel. Please like, comment, share this video if you find it to be interesting. I would appreciate that. But yeah, I'm in the business of building you up. I'm in the business of building people up because I have to. That's my calling. That's what I'm supposed to do. Build people up, help people. And there's people out there who watch my video, they think, oh, this kid thinks he knows everything. I really don't think I know everything. Actually, I read books every single day to learn more and more and more and more and more because I don't feel I know anything. I feel like I'm just scratching the surface. I feel like I'm just like the tip of the iceberg. I'm not quite there, but I'm getting there. And I just keep yearning for more knowledge, for more wisdom, for more growth. I keep yearning for it, and I'm hungry for it. And as long as you have that hunger, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay as long as you have that hunger and you're willing to take action. Because a vision with no action is you hallucinating. That's not a vision. When you have a vision and you're not taking action towards that vision, that's hallucination. That's hallucination. That's not a vision. A vision is when you have something come in your mind like, whoa, that looks good to me. That's what I want. And then now you just figuring out the Rubik's Cube to try to get it to work in your favor, right? The Rubik's Cube, a lot of people, they throw away the Rubik's Cube. It's not even as hard as the Rubik's Cube, to be honest, because I can't even solve a damn Rubik's Cube. Maybe if I sat there for mad long and tried, but you get the point of what I'm trying to say. Metaphorically, that's what life is like sometimes for when people are trying to figure something out. It's a lot of times they quit. A lot of times they throw in the towel, but on my team, we breed winners here. We breed successful people. We move as a unit. We move as one. We move as one. There's oneness here, and we're moving together, unified, strong, and we're building brilliance. We're building excellence. That's what it's about here. And if you believe in that, and if that's something you want to achieve for yourself, then you're the perfect candidate. You're the perfect person. You're the one I'm looking for. You're the one whose time it is this year, right here, right now, right? The best time to take action in life is now. The present moment. On something you got a vision about is now. I know people who've been putting off their dreams for 5 years, 10 years. Oh, man, I always want to do that. Oh, man, I always want to do that. 3 years passed. Oh, I always want to do that. Nah, I believe in working towards it now. Every day is now. What's the moment? Now. Let's do it now, right? Because I don't want to say in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, now. You know what I mean? It's a new mindset. It's now. That's the new rich, is now. We're taking action now, right? And because we understand, it takes some time to build, right? It takes some time to grow, but we're okay. We're okay with that. We're willing to make some mistakes. We're willing to fall on our face a couple times if we have to. I'm speaking metaphorically, right? We're willing to bust our knees up a little bit if we have to. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep going. We're going to figure it out, right? And if you feel that way, then lock arms. Hit me up, right? The link is in the description below if you want to get started on my team. Very low cost to get started, right? 100% commissions for the people. Training right away, you get that immediately. You get an email from me as soon as you get started. You get an email from me because I get a notification that you got started, and then I send you the email with the training and everything. I tell you to add me on Facebook. I add you to our team's Facebook group where we have this 24/7 support, and also we help you to make sales, right? We use the group as a place to show you that other people are making money, and that helps us to make sales. When you add prospects to the group, we help you make sales if you're completely new. So we're thinking about people from all angles and all perspectives, and we're having compassion. I think that's important because there were things I was trying to figure out earlier on that was hard for me to figure out, but eventually I figured it out because I just stayed consistent. And there's a new level I want to get to now. I'm gonna just stay consistent. I don't know, right? I'm not 100% certain of everything. But I know I just got to keep going. I got to give it the best I got and keep going. That's all it is once you're doing that, you're already successful. You're already successful once you're doing that. You're moving in line with your purpose. You're moving in the direction you want to be in. You're already successful now. And that's the truth. So I'm going to see you at the top. Please subscribe to my channel. This is Jonathan Belcher. Have a good one. Have a blast. Make this your best life. Use your medulla and don't play yourself.